Last time on Super Beer Brothers, we got stuck in the sand. And we're out. Hey, we're back. Here we go. For those of you who missed out, we are moving onward to SANDOPOLIS. One of my favorite levels, actually.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's talk about this, because right away, this is the first time there's ever been a desert level in Sonic, which is awesome.
The very first time?
It's the very first time. And
wow.
And it is a awesome, like, super detailed level that has, like, it's like totally different from any other level that I've ever seen. It references nothing. It's just like its own new cool thing. And boom, smart kid Jirard leads us right to the very first.
This one I never forget. All right. You bastard, you son of a gun. This is the one. I'm not going to miss it this time.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
I feel much better in regards to, like, oh, damn it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna play through it, and I'm just gonna... You know, I feel much better for this one, because we got so close to beating it last time.
Yeah, and you know, so now you know just exactly what to do.
Yeah, which is a lot more self-explanatory than I thought.
Yeah, it's like the game... I mean, I'm not sure how intentional it is. Maybe it is, but it's like, now that you've done it, you know, and they give you plenty of chances, so maybe it is intentional, but it is a really cool thing. And another thing that I noticed about these, this level, is that not only is it the colors of the spheres, it's also the color of Sonic and Tails.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that at all.
So that's cool. It's a cool thing.
Boom!
Look at that. Hypersonic is ours. Loving that.
And it's blue. Yeah. How appropriate.
Yeah,
this is
cool
it.
Stuff.
This is it, guys. Prepare for Hypersonic. This is where
very, very cool stuff.
Acid Trip meets Sonic right now.
Yeah.
So I almost beat my record of under two.
But we did it just as well with the harder levels. And
That's
so
right.
You can feel good about that.
Yeah. I feel like these ones were a little easier. I mean, easier in regards to how many blue spheres there were.
Now Sonic can be hypersonic.
Hypersonic.
There's no simpler way you could have said that. Very efficient, very, very efficient choice of words there.
Hypersonic.
Now Sonic can be hypersonic.
I feel like they could have even just said, like, now Sonic has ADHD.
Now this is another level that's really, really good about telling a story. Because
you like kind of like the Pharaoh,
just like it tells a story, like it gives you like a very like fleshed out setting, let's say, because
the pyramids.
It's pyramids, and the second half of this zone is like totally different than the first half.
I just remember like going through like the ghost zone.
Yeah. Of
just like having to hit the torches.
Yeah. And it's really, really cool. I mean, I really, really enjoy it.
Alright, right now I'm focusing all my might just on the rings.
Oh.
And then I got hit.
That scorpion just blew it.
That's right. I guess I'm gonna go this way.
And the dynamic of falling through the sand is also really cool, because it's like, you never know. Oh, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, ADHD Sonic!
Here he goes, Seizure Sonic.
Now he's just turning different colors.
It's so funny, because it's like, how can we make him even more crazy than Super Sonic?
Let's give him exploding, like, atmosphere kind of... Oh, whoa.
Whoa, I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. I'm assuming I have to go down, because
it's also kind of a crapshoot whenever you go down in the sand, because you might just die.
Exactly, you're hoping for the best.
I just feel an immense relief wash over my entire body as you are now
blast through this
hypersonic.
as
There's
hypersonic.
no worries whatsoever. I love that, like, it's a desert, but then there's like a suggestion of like there's a temple below you because you can see the tops of it.
Yeah.
This is a really, really just well done. This is a good level, everybody.
This is great level design.
Yeah, everybody who worked on this did a great job.
For darker times of Sonic.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Oh man, I just missed a ring. I just saw that.
It doesn't matter anymore. You're hypersonic.
Hey, it always matters to me.
That's a beautiful sentiment. I also love the touch that it's at sunset, and it's just like a toy. I love it.
And the fact too, though. Well, now we're talking about the sunset. How like in the next level,
It is the opposite of a
It's the
sunset.
opposite. It goes dark.
Yeah.
And it changes the entire layout of the level.
Yeah. And the next time you see a desert temple in Sonic 4 is just such a bummer compared to this.
Now, I think I said this before in previous one, but I still can't get over it. I never played those Sonic games, and it's because there was something about the idea of them being in episodes that just kind of set off the wrong vibe.
Yeah, I can't tell you enough how much you should just play Sonic Generations because it's a great game. And just skip Sonic 4 altogether. Treat Sonic Generations like Sonic 4. It has a lot of that great self-referential stuff because it hits a lot of the levels from the old games, and it's great.
You really think that Sonic Generations replaces Sonic 4?
I do.
Being a successful.
I really do. Have you played it?
I have it. Yeah.
Did you play it?
I watched it.
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
You didn't love it?
I loved it. It felt.
It's much better than Sonic 4.
It felt a little safe to me.
This is a cool boss. It really. The cool thing about this boss is that it's the first enemy that you see in the entire game that's not made by Dr. Robotnik.
Exactly.
And
it's pre-created by.
As far as the bare bones skeleton of a story that this game has as a platformer, this is like a part of the story where both Sonic and Robotnik were just like, oh shit, what is this messed up place?
Yeah.
And then you just both, like, your adventure carries you through it. It's kind of like that scene in, like, Indiana Jones that always happens where the bad guys in Indiana have to team up for a second.
Just for that brief moment.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing to know, too, is that this boss isn't conventionally defeated by getting the most hits. It's a matter of cornering them to their death. Like, usually bosses have hitboxes and a certain amount of time, but this one you have to actually
knock them
lure
off
to the sand, the quicksand, and finish them that way.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's such a just a slight change that makes it much funner. That was kind of BS.
Oh, and now he's gonna hit me. Oh,
that was kind of BS.
It was. I feel really weird about that.
You shouldn't feel weird about it.
That was it in my hand, you know.
Yeah. And look at this cool thing. Look at this cool repelling thing that Sonic is doing.
It's very, very interesting.
You know what? Even more than Indiana Jones, you know what it feels like? Is DuckTales. I love DuckTales.
That show's great.
Yeah. We should think about doing the DuckTales game by Capcom. That's a great game.
I feel like any Capcom Disney game was amazing.
Yeah.
Goof Troop was great. Made by the lead designer of Resident Evil.
Shinji Mikami?
Yeah.
I love Shinji Mikami.
The Aladdin game.
The Aladdin
made
game.
by Capcom, amazing.
The Aladdin game and the Lion King game are both like two that go hand in hand that are great. I love the.
Now, Lion King for the Genesis, I feel like is an impossible game to beat.
Nah, dude.
Dude, I just can't wait to be king level. That's so tough.
It's such a beautiful level.
It is, but it's really tough.
Talk about ingenious platforming.
Tails is getting to hit him before I get to do anything.
Tails sucks, man.
No, you're not even playing as him, and he's just like, I want in on this.
Miles. You ever know that? That Tails' name is not Tails?
Yeah, it's Miles Tails Prower.
Yeah, and it's a very stupid pun.
You know, one of the dumb jokes that I've made up for the Completionist that's kind of carried over and resonated the past few years, and the past year of me doing it, is my best friend Fraser, who you've met a few times. When we did our 1 year, we took a break during Christmas.
Yeah.
Last year we did this like Christmas special where it was like we replicated the No Way screen from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yep.
And so I don't remember a couple weeks before that though. That was when the PR thing happened when that guy wanted the modded controller.
Oh right.
The ergonomic controller that was like special made, and that guy like basically flamed him and like hardcore and like gave him crap, and so that guy submitted his story to Penny Arcade, and Penny Arcade did a whole blast on him, and he like interjected. So that was like what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
So Fraser, we thought it'd be fun to give our own take on it. So Fraser was like my PR guy.
Yeah.
And like we called him Miles Tails Prower, and like no one picked up on it. And he was like Miles, my PR guy. And what's great is that he's Tails in the No Way screen.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's one of those little nods that like.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a little nod to Sonic because I love it. It's Miles Tails Prower.
Real quick, I want to talk about a couple things.
Yeah.
Now that box of ghosts that you just opened up. Think about the story that tells about Dr. Robotnik having to go through this temple and capturing all the ghosts and putting them into a thing.
You think that Robotnik did it before us?
Yeah, he did. I mean, you broke the ghosts out of Robotnik's box. It wasn't your fault that you did it because you fell on it, but like that's what happened.
You had no choice.
Yeah.
we go. Another bonus level.
And then the other thing I quickly wanted to say is that in Sonic 4, there's like a direct reference to that level.
Really?
But also that I think it's a reference also to, I believe, Sonic 1 in the lava level or something, where you fall left and right.
Yeah, that level's weird.
You fall back and forth left and right a lot of times. That's like a recurring element of Sonic games, is that like slanting ramps and you can jump back and forth between them and it seems like they go on forever. I dig it.
Okay, so...
But there really is a level in Sonic 4 that is kind of a reference to this, but it's just like kind of a bummer. But it does have some cool boulder stuff in it.
See, this just keeps repeating. I have to change something of this to really push the bar here. Also, I'm gonna keep going and repeating hell.
You just gotta jump.
Yeah, see, this is where I just was. I love that. It starts to get darker.
And more ghosts show up.
Yeah. Ah, come on, come on. Ugh. I feel like I'm just like going in circles right now, more so than ever.
Just build up speed and then jump.
Where do I guess I'm having a hard time figuring out where to... See, I keep hitting those walls before I can... I can't really... Oh, that's what I have to do. I have to jump in the center.
Uh-oh. Ah, that's such a well-made level. I love that the torches go down in the back, and it's like, you know, it's not just that it gets darker, but also the ghosts get bigger. Great stuff. Whoop whoop.
DNA time.
I always think of the I might have said this before, but the character from Jurassic Park.
I think you said this earlier. Oh, I missed the DNA.
Yeah.
That was an awful impression of him.
Oh, Mr. DNA! Sounds like Tennessee Ernie Ford. If anyone knows who that is.
Bonus points if you know who that is.
Yeah, if you know who Tennessee Ernie Ford is from like I Love Lucy and like the vaudeville circuit of the 30s. Congratulations.
You sound like, when you say vaudeville circuit, I think it's like an underground like Fight Club community of like vaudevillians.
Culturally, it kind of is, because no one knows what the hell that is anymore. Like, can you imagine some like 13-year-old kid like, oh my god, I'm so into like old vaudeville stuff? Actually, I can't.
I feel like now that's the new hipster thing to do.
Oh my god, I'm so into vaudeville.
Dude, I'm so into vaudeville, bro.
Oh my god, I've just been getting into a lot of vaudeville lately.
It just sounds so... It just sounds so wrong. Okay, and this is...
Uh-oh. What's the story here?
What's the story, Wishbone? Oh, there's a switch.
You can do that cool like flash jump thing, don't forget.
Yeah.
That was tight.
There we go.
That was tight.
That was because of you, man. You were like, don't forget. And I was like, okay. That's how it went. This is just so cool. I get so...
The color scheme is like awesome.
This is a Genesis game. Like, you could fool me and say it's an... I mean, everyone will... Just Sonic, this game, just I can't get it.
Yeah, Sonic 3 Knuckles is a masterpiece. It really
My only complaint is that I don't think it was long enough.
What?
It could have been a tad bit longer.
It's super long.
As a kid, it's perfect, but like now...
Well, yeah, considering how long Super Mario World is.
Yeah.
But like I said, those levels are a lot smaller than these.
That's true. But there's also secret exits, secret entrances, you know.
I mean, I think if I had to choose one or the other to like save from being destroyed, I might have to choose Mario because of what that meant for platforming. But goddamn, when I was a kid, I loved this game so much. I love that sound.
Oh, I need to get that real quick. Oh no, this is bad. Come on, there we go. Thank you.
It's so weird that like there's no indication of what's gonna happen if you let those ghosts get bigger. It makes it scarier that it's like pull the lever. It seems like you gotta pull the lever, but it doesn't really tell you. Whoa, you got punked by this game just now.
Man, what is with me in this game and the bizarro glitch?
I have like no idea what happened there.
I think I was going too fast. I think that's what it was. Is that I was simply going way too fast and it just didn't want to catch up to me, I guess.
Yeah.
That's not what I wanted.
Sonic as a sprite is also extremely detailed. Like, he has, like, dimension to his face and body, and when he, like, exerts himself, he furrows his brow and all kinds of stuff like that, and he's really emotive, and that's really...
You know, I think my one gripe, and this is what everyone's like, oh yeah, that's how Sonic was. I feel like, you know how in Sonic Generations, everyone, when you play as older Sonic, you know, he feels slower for as fast as he is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel that Sonic 3 has that slowness that he has in Generations.
No, you know what? I think it definitely he does, but it's just that
It's not nearly as...
well, it's just that skinny, like Poochie Sonic is like much faster.
I guess that's true, but...
And because the way the levels are built, where you're like behind him, it's like Mirror's Edge or something, where you're just like, you know what I mean? You just like memorize what to do, but in this, it's more about exploring, and so it's not like. I mean, there are speed runs, you know, that people do, but like it's not as like blatantly encouraged as it might be in another game.
That was close.
It's okay. You're good.
This is where I died for no reason.
It's okay.
Yeah, I just feel so much faster than they played out to be in those games.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things about fan reaction to the newer Sonic games is that they always complain about the physics. And so maybe there is something to that, you know, I mean...
Well, I think the you know, Adventure 2 got it right, in my opinion. I really feel like I got the perfect
Adventure 2
blend.
is a really fun game. I really enjoy that game.
Yeah, I'm still convinced it's one of my favorites.
Particularly the GameCube one, which like cleans up a lot of the stuff that the Dreamcast one didn't have and stuff like that. And it has all the extras and stuff, which are great.
But in going what you just said, like, you know, obviously we know what was wrong with. I just died. Oh, I thought I died.
Yeah, that was tense.
You know, going along with what we know about Sonic 06, and, you know, everyone hates on Sonic 06, and I'm one of those people who I tried it recently, and I couldn't believe how awful it was. But from afar, you have to realize that it was underfunded. That's exactly what happens when you rush a game during the holidays for the wrong reasons. And, you know, as much as we all hate it, it happens. It's a platinum hit, unfortunately, because it was a launch title, and it's, you know...
People were jazzed.
People were jazzed about it, and then they got it, and they were upset. Now, kids, I think, loved it.
Really?
I really think kids liked it. Like,
I don't know.
I'm talking young kids.
I feel like if I was
kids who just did not get Sonic like we did.
I feel like if I was a young kid, I'd be like, what the hell is this game?
Yeah, but I mean,
Why is he carrying around a lady for this level?
Why is he making out with her?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forget he kisses her.
That's right. She kisses him. She makes the move.
She's like, oh.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta bring back...
Who is this hedgehog? This mystery
I gotta bring him
hedgehog.
back. But I you know, underfunded or you know, just rushed, whatever you want to call it. For what it's worth, it was trying to go that Sonic Adventure route, where it was trying to...
It's almost there, but...
It's almost there, but very far away from it.
It just bungles
time.
it, yeah. It just really bungles that type of game. It
Yeah.
really, like, doesn't understand what was so great about Sonic Adventure 2.
It's so close. It could have been. It could have been. It could have been the savior. And it's not even that it needs saving.
And it's so ballsy that they just called it Sonic the Hedgehog, too.
Yeah, as if like this was the one that was gonna bring back Sonic to his roots.
And it really ruined their self-confidence for like years. All the other games have like all these weird like extras and like weird names.
Which I feel like
The werewolf bit, the werehog, is a bizarre turn of events for Sonic. Not that terrible of a game, but bizarre nonetheless.
very bizarre.
Doesn't really feel like
Look
Sonic.
at that.
Gotta push the other way, dog.
I think I made it worse. Yeah, these ghosts ain't gonna do shit to me. Yeah, should I get it?
It's funny that Supersonic or Hypersonic is like a little bit too good.
Yeah.
But that's like kind of it's a cool like thing. Oh, turns out it is Robotnik the whole time inside this like weird Darkstalkers.
Go ahead and just hug him to death.
That's weird Darkstalkers looking bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Darkstalkers, when will you come out?
Here we go. SANDOPOLIS is now completed. We got... Oh, man, this was a great level. I wish it didn't end. I wish it was a little longer. It was chaotic, but it's very fun.
You know, actually, a lot of the Sonic & Knuckles levels are really, really interesting looking, and even this next one is really good.
Lava REEF. Now, this is... I already have a special place in my heart for this because it's the same music. Well, not yet, at least. The second act is it's that same music you get when you go into the ring room.
You're right. But we'll find out more about that next week on the next episode of Super Beard Brothers, where we'll come back and we'll play Lava REEF Zone. Isn't that right, Jirard?
That's right. See? That's right.
So tune in again next week, and maybe Sonic will stop banging its head against the side of this spike.
You never know.
You never know. Goodbye, guys.